Michael Jackson tonight. His oldest brother Jackie wasn't able to perform in tonight's concert because he's recovering from knee surgery. Jackie Jackson is with us now live from his home in Encino, California. Jackie, why this tour? Tell us from the inside. We have a segment on this program that we call our Insider Report. You're going to help us with that one tonight. Why did the family decide to go ahead with this? Money?
No, because the fellas haven't toured in a long, long time, and because all the albums and all success of Michael and the brothers, people wanted to see us on tour. I think that we owe something to the people by going on tour, touring like this.
You and your brothers are all sensitive people, and you must know that there's been a lot of controversy over the pricing policy, the way the tickets were ordered. Did that come as a surprise to you? I mean, you've already done a lot to remedy that problem, but why did that come as a surprise to you, if at all? Why was that necessary?
Well, the ticket price and everything, about the mail order and everything, I think it was for the safety of the people, for one thing, and I think the ticket prices weren't priced that high. To me, if the public would really take a look at the show, they can see that it's worth it. Well, every bit of it.
I mean, forgive me, I can understand when you're making a lot of money, then having to put out $120 may not seem like a lot, but when someone is earning $10,000 a year, $200 a week or $300 a week, having to put out $120 is a lot of money, and having to be without it for 6 weeks. Did you not know that that was going to cause problems?
Not like it's causing now. I didn't know that, but we're trying to rectify that problem right now, and it's been taken care of.
Well, it certainly, I mean, you know, Michael, for example, is giving away everything that he earns on this. Why did he go that far? Do you know? Did he agonize over that a long time?
Michael is he's a very, very giving person, and he likes doing things like that, and he's a very honest person, he's a lovable person, and I'm sure the brothers would give things away too the same way.
Well, I mean, what he is giving away is so extraordinary. I mean, his publicist was quoted as saying he's going to be giving, what he's giving away is more than I will earn in 5 lifetimes. There are some estimates that what he gives away may be up to $5 million. Does that sound right?
That's a lot of money. It sure is.
That is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. He's like that, Ted, and he's a very giving person, like I said.
Now, what about Jackie Jackson? I don't want to let you go without, you hurt your knee doing what? Dancing?
Dancing, and like I'd run about 10 miles every morning, and I work out a lot, and this is like a common accident, you know, for athletes. A lot of athletes catch this kind of accident. And what happened was they cut off part of the femur bone, and about this much of the femur bone they took out. So the doctor told me that it's going to take about 4 to 6 months to heal. And all of my spirits are very high right now, hoping that I can get back on the tour and be with the brothers.
Well, you know, the only thing it means, Jackie, is that if you can't, then next year we're going to have to do the whole thing all over again, so you can go along with him.
I don't think I want to do this next year.
All right, listen, you're off. Yeah, go ahead. Say what you were going to say.
There's a lot of work involved. I had a lot of fun doing it, and just putting this tour together took us about a year to do this whole tour. Besides recording the album, Victory album, and putting the whole tour together, it was called for a lot of work.
Well, we wish you a lot of luck with it, and I'm very appreciative to you for joining us this evening. I know you wish you were in Kansas City, and for your sake, I wish you were too.
Yeah, and also I'd like to say one thing. I'd like to thank all the many fans who sent me all the beautiful balloons and flowers and all the fan mail around the country. I'd like to thank them very, very much for doing that.
Terrific. All right, Jackie, thanks very much for being with us. I'd like to warn our affiliates we're going to be going over just a little bit. I think most of you will want to see what we have coming up next. It's one thing to be a superstar. It's something else to have the music critics take you seriously. When we come back, we will not only see some more of this concert, we'll talk about Michael Jackson's music with veteran rock critic Greil Marcus.
And I can't get free loving you. I'm tired of thinking of what my life's supposed to be.
Moment, we're going to hear what one of the country's top rock critics has to say about tonight's concert in Kansas City, but before we do that, let's take another taste of the concert itself. Michael Jackson and Human Nature. Joining us now live from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, one of the country's most respected rock music critics, whose name I mangled a moment ago, Greil Marcus, author of the book Mystery Train, Images of American Rock and Roll. Do you have the courage? Is it indeed necessary to say anything bad about this concert, or is it everything that the fans hoped it would be?
I don't know what the fans hoped it would be. What it is a very solid, very well rehearsed, very seriously prepared, good rock and roll show. When the material is wonderful, as it is with Human Nature, the stadium seems to lift a little bit. When the material is pretty standard, like the ballad She's Out of My Life, it's a song. It's a good show. It's not the end of the world. I don't think it's the beginning of the world.
I guess to a Jackson family fan, to a Michael Jackson fan in particular, just being there is enough.
Being there is a lot. When someone has been publicized as much as Michael Jackson has been, when you've seen his face and read about him for so long and so much, just to be in the same space of ground with him and to find out that he's actually real is very exciting. And he knows how to exploit that. He knows how to move, how to lift the crowd, how to respond to their thrill at the fact that he's actually there.
Greil, we have been looking at excerpts from the concert, and of course we have the advantage of those wonderful lenses that put the performer right in your lap, quite literally. A concert like this, when you are sitting 100, 200 feet away, you really have any sense of what's going on? Is the scale large enough?
Well, I was sitting quite a bit more than 100 feet away, and I was very happy with where I was sitting, maybe halfway back. You could see well, you could hear well. There was no need to look at the giant television screen that made everything bigger. You know, that was not the problem. It's a very strange audience for a very standard show. It's perhaps the youngest and the oldest audience I've ever seen at a rock and roll concert. It's a family audience. It's a 4th of July picnic. It's a church social. It's a quiet, placid, sociable crowd. Lots of little kids, lots of people in their 40s and 50s. It's unlike any other rock and roll event I've ever been part of.
When you keep referring to it, however, as a standard show, what do you mean by that?
I mean that it's a set of familiar songs that are set forth in a very familiar way, and there is very little in the music, what I was able to hear, because of course the show is still going on, that I think took expectations beyond where they would have been when the crowd came into the hall. That's basically what I mean.
Greil, I guess it all boils down to one final question. If you're sitting in other cities right now and your kids are saying to you, please, we're talking $30 a crack here, is it worth the $30? Are they getting their entertainment's value?
Well, everyone will have a different answer to that. My answer to that is no. And the reason is, it is a standard rock and roll show. It's a good one. There are many others. They don't cost that much. And I think what really isn't worth it is automatically excluding a very large proportion of the audience that's made Michael Jackson the kind of star, the kind of performer, the kind of artist that he is right now. And an enormous number of people were automatically excluded from attending this concert and will continue to be excluded as long as tickets cost such a remarkable amount of money.
Greil Marcus, you're very nice to join us. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
The topic on This Week with David Brinkley on Sunday is the Supreme Court. The guests include former Attorney General Griffin Bell and the Solicitor General of the United States, Rex Lee. That's our report for tonight. I'm Ted Koppel in Washington. For all of us here at ABC News, good night.
You know, you get under, you're stuck in the middle, and the pain is stuck there. The high, you know, you get under.
This has been Nightline, a presentation of ABC News.